What's up, you beautiful collectors and action figure fans? Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. So you didn't think I was done with these guys yet, did you? I told you in my review of Mega Man that I am all in on these. So here we go. Starting things off with the bad guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new Jada Toys Iceman from Mega Man 1. For the package, very much similar to what we got with Iron Man. You got this really nice open window that fully showcases the figure and all of his accessories. And you got a really cool image of him right down there. I also really love how they got the little power bar right there. And then when you come around to the side, you can see you got images of Mega Man in his video game look. Of course, you got the Mega Man logo up there. Really like how they have this clear section here at the top for those mint in box collectors where you can have a light kind of shine down and really showcases that. That's really cool. Come around to the back. And you got the other figures that are currently in this wave, including Mega Man, Iceman, and Fireman, and other figures that are coming soon. Again, super excited, all in with these. So without further ado, let's get Iceman out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have Iceman opened up and out of his packaging. And again, what Jada Toys has been doing with these Mega Man figures is outstanding. And I really do hope that the response to these, by way of actually purchasing them, is substantial enough that they carry on and do everything that they can. The first wave here has been outstanding. And if what we've seen for wave 2 and 3 are any indication, then they're also on board with doing as much of these as possible. And I dig it. Now, starting off first, much like Mega Man, he does come with this blast effect stand, which is outstanding. It is the exact same. You got the little clear round section down here, and then the clear flexible pillar bit right up here. And then you have this effect, which is absolutely fantastic. I love the coloring on here with this very translucent bluish color. It absolutely looks like that ice effect that he used in the video game. And then you got, and again, I gotta try to find the hole because it kind of blends in there very nicely. There it is. You get that in there. And now he's able to kind of shoot that out of his mouth, basically, and it goes. And you can even see like ridges through there, giving it a very kind of sharp and ice look. I'm really quite impressed with it. It doesn't go all the way through. It is a solid piece right there, but that looks fantastic. You do get a couple extra hands with him. You got the fisted hands that are on him, and then these are kind of like Mega Man's as well, where it's like this open gesturing hand, and then this one is a little bit more of a kind of closed hand. It's kind of cool looking, but it is different. Let me see. Do I got his? Yeah, like this one. This was a little bit more of an open hand, whereas you can see that this one is a little bit more of a closed kind of hand, and then the gesturing hand is the opposite. Oh no, it's the exact same. So maybe they just repainted it. Although I don't know, that looks a little bit fatter of fingers, doesn't it? So I don't necessarily think that that's just a repaint. That's kind of impressive that they would have remolded that and given us kind of the same shape, but a thicker hand. That's kind of, which makes sense because, you know, he's kind of a little chunky monkey. Well, not really. I shouldn't say that. But this is the alternate head that he comes with, much like Mega Man's that has an angry head to it. You also do get the more just kind of relaxed normal head, but you can like look as if he's like I mean, that did I literally just do that? I don't know, but absolutely amazing detail all the way around on there. You got the little gears and stuff on the back of his little hoodie. I mean, all of it is very, very nicely painted as well. Very crisp and clean looking. There's no real, at least from what I can tell on mine, any kind of paint blemishes or anything. But I love that they got like the little angry eyebrows there. Just a forceful look in his eyes. Very, very cool. And then the figure himself, again, wonderful representation to the model of the character. Obviously, it's not in that kind of pixelated 8-bit sort of look, but very, very cool. And you can see like his mouth is permanently open like that, but he's got more of an open sort of look. But you got the nice ruffles and cloudy looking things for his hoodie. Come around to the back, you got that little gear thing. And then I love how they got the gears in the back here as well. That's really cool. That's a touch I didn't really expect to see. That looks really nice. But a lot of great color on here. And you can kind of see that there is a bit of a paint wash on it where it looks a little bit lighter, and then it comes to the back, it's a little bit darker. That's really nice. But you got the very clean and very crisp white throughout the entire body. You got his belt with the little buttons around there as well. This guy here does that. The gloves and everything, and then the boots do have that very glossy paint like Mega Man had, and then the rest of the body has the more matte coloring. But I also like how like the joints here have the black element in there, just to kind of break some of that up and give, again, a little bit more depth and accuracy to the character. That's really cool. You can even see that here in the back of the knee as well. All the way around, super, super cool looking character, and then you got the little thruster things on his boots. I wonder if these boots are, trying to look to see. No, these are different because he's actually a shorter character than Mega Man. So again, very similar, but definitely resculpted. Very happy to see that. Articulation wise, the head is a little bit more limited just because you got this little section down here, but you still get a really good range of motion. You just pull that guy off, and then you got the little ball section down here, and then you got the ball section up at the top. And I'm going to swap this out because I'm going to have him do the little blow effect. There we go. So you do get a good range of motion with that, left, right, a little bit of up and down, all that. The shoulders here are on those pin hinge joints, so you can hinge them forward and back. Soft ratchets actually there as well. You do have a rotation. You have the elbows that bend, and then they rotate at the elbow. The wrists do have those. I want to pull that right off. You do have the hinge and swivel there. You do have it feels like it's a bit of a ball joint at the waist section here, so you can kind of rotate that around, and it's not really obstructed by the little backpack section there. Hips are on ball joints, so you get a good range of motion there. The knees do have those bends as well as a swivel right down there as well. Then you got the pointing, and then you got the forward, back again. Much like Mega Man's, it doesn't go as forward as I would like it to, but it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. That's just kind of the design of the boot itself. And then you have the ankle tilt where you can kind of tilt things around. But all in all, again, absolutely phenomenal looking piece that really does nicely recreate the overall look of Iceman, in terms of a cartoon style for him. Now, for comparisons, some great viewers of mine pointed out that since I've never reviewed these before, I should probably bring in some other figures that people are more commonly familiar with. So sending him there, let's bring in Mega Man, because we did look at that, and I'll get him to kind of stand with his angry face. But that's really cool. Oh god, these are awesome. But you can see that he is taller than Iceman, which is nice. I appreciate that. Like I said, that is relatively accurate for the most part. And then because I have him sitting here, here is the Deluxe Class Prowl from the animated universe line of the Transformers Evolution. I think it was Evolution. But you can see roughly how big Iceman fits with all of them. And then here's just for another comparison, here's a core class figure, so you can kind of see just basically the sizing of them. So a little bit bigger than a core class, but definitely more substantial in terms of the bulk of them. But again, super, super fun. If Jada Toys is doing all of these Mega Man figures, I'm going to have to clear out a substantial amount of space in my shelf. And I'm perfectly okay with that. At $20 for this, you get something that not a lot of other large corporations are doing. Alternate portraits, alternate hands, blast effects, a stand, all with a highly articulated action figure. Hasbro and Mattel aren't doing anything like that, especially at that price point. For them, getting all of this, they'd probably charge you $25, maybe $30. And I would still honestly pay that. But maybe that's just because we've been complacent and just accept what they charge us. There's not really much that we can do other than not buy the stuff, but then you risk never getting it. But Jada Toys really is giving us a full bang for our buck. So far, I've taken a look at Mega Man and Iceman, and I have not yet been disappointed. I honestly cannot recommend these guys enough to you. So all that being said, if Iceman here is a figure that you would like to add to your collection, he is available right now over at Big Bad Toy Store. So for that, I'll put a link right down there in the video description where you can swing on by, check out availability on him, pre-order Mega Man, as well as the rest of the wide range of action figures that they carry. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. There's my look at the new Jada Toys Iceman from Mega Man 1. As always, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying to please remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. And until my next review, adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.